You're sitting at that dinner party surrounded by a mix of familiar faces and total strangers. The mood's light, drinks are flowing, and there's that little voice in the back of your head saying, maybe tonight's the night to be an open book. So you start sharing, and soon you're on a full-blown oversharing roller coaster. Fast forward to the next morning. You're enjoying that heavenly morning coffee, playing last night's conversations in your head. Regret kicks in. Why did I say that? What were they thinking? Sounds familiar? This ain't about that single night, but about a pattern we all fall into. In a world that's screaming, share everything, be vulnerable, it's time to step back and ask, at what cost? We're diving into the wild world of TMI, too much information, and figuring out why this is not the best thing for you, and where to draw the line. Let's get something straight right off the bat. Your life isn't a 24/7 reality TV show. Broadcasting your every move is not a good choice. You're just serving your life on a platter to people munching popcorn and enjoying the show. Not all are rooting for you. Some folks are out there munching on schadenfreude like it's their favorite snack. If you're scratching your head thinking, what on earth is schadenfreude? It's basically relishing someone else's bad day. Yes, that's a thing. The truth is that not everyone's rooting for your wins. If you've been living that fairy tale life, waking up every day like a Disney princess, know this. There are folks out there just waiting for you to slip, because they mistakenly think your loss is their gain. They're chasing that fleeting gotcha moment. But life isn't a zero-sum game. You winning doesn't mean someone else is losing. We all have our own lanes, our own hustle, our own journey. Instead of dwelling on, if they're rising, I must be sinking, flip the script. Think, they are killing it, so can I. Speaking of oversharing, I remember a story that is about a friend. Let's call her Claire. She had this habit of posting nearly every moment of her day on social media, from her morning coffee to her late night thoughts. One day, she shared about a tough disagreement she had with her boss. The post was seen not just by friends, but also by her colleagues. The next day at work was filled with awkward glances, hushed conversations, and even a meeting with HR. It wasn't about silencing her. It was about understanding the line between personal and professional. The incident was a wake-up call for Claire, who learned the hard way that not every moment is meant for public consumption. It's understandable to want to be transparent and approachable, hoping not to appear detached. Yet, it's often those who accuse you of thinking too highly of yourself are usually the ones battling their own insecurities. This is projection at its finest. You don't owe anyone a sneak peek into your life, especially if you're that powerhouse who brings massive value to the table. The more you shine, the more people will try to get close, especially if you're that one who's always elevating others. While it's natural not to pry into others' affairs, it's curious how they might be keen to delve into yours. Perhaps your influence is more profound than you realize. Remember, your worth isn't defined by accessibility, but by the quality of your character. Giving the world an all-access pass to your life is not the way to go. People vibe with you for the energy and authenticity you bring, not the drama or the TMI. Seeking approval from unfamiliar faces or from those whose motives you're uncertain of can be counterproductive. Prioritize your well-being and protect your emotional space. After all, genuine connections are rooted in mutual respect and authenticity, not in constant disclosure. Oversharing accomplishes nothing. People don't want to be friends with you because you're an oversharer. And not only is it uncomfortable for you, it's uncomfortable for the person that you are oversharing to. In our journey through life, it becomes vital to understand the balance between being genuine and guarding our inner sanctum. It's not about building impenetrable walls, but setting gates of discernment. It's essential to remember that as we evolve, not everyone will understand or celebrate our growth, and that's okay. Prioritize your well-being and peace of mind over the curiosity of others. Our narratives, dreams, and accomplishments are treasures. Some are meant for public display, while others are to be cherished in the private corners of our hearts. Embrace a life where you're not swayed by external validation, but anchored by self-awareness and authenticity. Your story is yours. Share it wisely, grow from your experiences, and always remember that your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth.